Oh, He has made me glad. I will rejoice, for He has made me glad. He has made me glad. Oh, He has made me glad. I will rejoice, for He has made me glad. When all my world seemed oh so dark, He turned my darkness into light. When mountains stood in my way, He turned them into a plain. He made the crooked places smooth. He has made me glad. When going through the wilderness, He made a way for me. He told me He will never leave me. He held me by the hand. He turned my sorrows into praises. He has made me glad. Going up, from glory to glory. Going up, going up. Nako yemba, lelo pona kosepelisa yawe. Nako yemba, yemba, lelo pona kosepelisa yawe. Yemna maboko, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Yemna bamunda, hallelujah, hallelujah. He uses things that are useless to make them useful. If the world says you are powerless, in Jesus you are powerful. He took me from zero to make me a hero. What my mother could not do, yeah, what my father could not do, what the doctors could not do, and what the world could not do. My Jesus gives me joy. De la boue m'attirer pour me donner la forme. J'étais, il m'a aidé, Jésus mérite ma louange. Ce que l'homme ne peut pas faire, ce que ton père ne peut pas faire, ce que l'homme ne peut pas faire, lui, il a fait ça pour moi. By fire, by force, we are going higher, we are going forward in Jesus' name. By fire, by force, we are going forward. By fire, by force, we are going higher. By fire, by force, we are going forward. By fire, by force, we are going higher. By fire, by force, we are going Sign of my highest praise. Hallelujah. Higher, higher, higher. Forward, forward, forward. Higher, higher, higher. Forward, forward, forward. Zion, clap your hands for Jesus. Doesn't matter na yesterday. Mata, 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 mata. Liboso, liboso, liboso. Mata, 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 mata. Yes to tomati, na yes to tomati. Hallelujah. Tombola, yes, tombola. Tombola, yes, tombola. Fais débat au Nil. Mettez la yes na yolindan. Bruce J. Luaki. Hallelujah.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Talk to Me. I am Rose Bijoux Ramires, and this is a new year and our very first show for 2021. So happy new year. Happy new year to all of you that are connected. Happy new year to the whole Christianity Daily Empowerment team. Happy new year to the God's Army team. Happy New Year to the Women Artists team. Happy New Year and happy birthday to those who are having all your birthdays in this January. Welcome to my family, Mama G, Ikarne, Brother J Mike, Esperance Bukasa Ramires, Mama Selena Ramires, Mama Nicole Mbele, Papa Lajoie, Pastor David, Efole, all of you, my family from God's Army. I love you so much, Mama Nadine and the team. God bless you all. Now, this is a new year, and like I said, it's our very first show of the year, and I want to thank God for protecting all of us. You know, it's not been an easy 2020, but I am believing by God's grace that it's going to be a fantastic 2021, because God takes you through the fire to bring you out on the other side stronger and better. You know, when gold goes through the fire, it goes in uncouth, unpolished, all roughed up, all muddy, all ugly and dusty, not looking like gold. But when it goes through the fire and it comes out on the other side, after having been through the fire, you know it's gold. It's shining, it's beautiful, and everybody wants a piece of it. It's precious. And so this year, I'm believing after we've been through all the fires and all the floods, it's going to be an amazing year. And I thought somebody was going to say an amen. This sounds like a preaching, does it not?
Amen.
Come on, man. An amen would be great. Anyway, if you say amen, it just means you believe what I'm saying. Happy New Year, and I really hope you the best. So this year, let it be a year of gold for you. You've been through the fire, you're gonna shine brighter, you're gonna be amazing, you're gonna have better than what you had last year, and the tears that you had are gonna be wiped away this year. So despite what you see happening as obstacles this year, just believe, I've already been through the floods and the fire, I can't go through it again. It's now my time to shine, and just be happy. So will that for yourself, wish that for yourself. You know, as a man thinketh, so he is. Yeah, think good for yourself, and it's gonna happen for you. So enough preaching, this is Talk to Me. So on this show tonight, I'm gonna have a guest that I will introduce to you in a little while. She's a young woman, a young Congolese woman, and she's an author, she's a writer. So we're gonna be talking about her experience in, you know, from the book that she's written and life in general. But I really need you to share. I need you to share with your friends and family. I need you to connect this video on your wonderful TV so you can see in high definition this wonderful pink and colorful set of Heaven Above Studios. On a more serious note, I want to thank God that we are alive. And because we are alive, that means we need to take opportunity. We need to seize the moment and use it wisely and do wonders, you know, do exploits. Don't just sit with your gifts at home. Don't just sit there with your inspiration and your ideas. put it into writing and do something. And when we talk to our guests for tonight, you're going to understand how ideas and inspirations can turn into paper, into words, into books, into music that other people can use, and it can be beneficial for them. And so young people have gifts and talents that can be turned into things that will amaze us in the future. It's not in vain that God says in the Bible, do not let anybody despise your youth, because you are important, you are amazing. Young people have creativity and great energy that can shape this world, and they are full of hope throughout, and they have this innovation and imagination, my goodness, and they can use that to be problem solvers. And I want, even if you are 40, 50, 60 right now, as you're watching this show, see yourself as a young person, that you are still able to bring something into this world. We sit around with our ideas. We always feel like, I don't know if anybody's gonna love my idea. I don't know if I'm gonna be putting this to good use. I don't know if anybody's gonna like this. Do you know, the more you doubt yourself, the longer that idea is gonna stay there and be useless. But put it into good use. So this year, think about things that you could not do in 2020. What inspiration did you have that you did not put to use? What ideas did you have that you did not put to use? Until it leaves your mind, until it leaves your home, it will not be useful to anybody. So I want to encourage you this year, let it be a year of exploits. Do something. If you have a good voice, you love singing, but maybe you don't know how to write songs, find people that can write songs and sing for the glory of God. If you are creative, you like to bake, don't just leave it in your kitchen. Start baking and invite friends. Start with one friend liking your cake. The next friend, after 3 people will start making orders. So put the gifts that God is giving you into good use. Is there somebody understanding what I'm saying? I'm just full of hope and inspiration and joy right now for what God will do for us in this year. But it's only if we put our talents into good use. We're going to go on a very short break. When I come back, I'll introduce tonight's guest to you. But I want you to keep on sharing. Remember, you're watching Talk to Me. Stay tuned.
Pongi ya kitoko ezalaka chez Freddy Ndongala, Flat Hotel les Irlandais.
Flat Hotel les Irlandais chez Freddy Ndongala, situé sur l'avenue Boko numéro 49 dans la commune de Kintambo Vélodrome, référence à Rechani. Chez les Irlandais, bénéficiez des appartements équipés et spacieux au standard international. Seul ou en famille, le Flat Hotel les Irlandais vous offre un cadre convivial pour vous sentir comme à la maison. Les Irlandais proposent l'option de location des véhicules avec chauffeur à des prix défiant toute concurrence. En cas de panne d'électricité, le groupe électrogène à multiples KVA éclaire votre séjour 24 heures sur 24. Flat Hotel les Irlandais, Boutonakin. Pour vos réservations, appelez au numéro affiché.
Hello, welcome back to Talk to Me. So I had a little peek of who's connected. I saw Sister Esperance Bukasa Ramires. I saw Brother Chris Romeo connected. I saw Brother Regan connected. Sister Nadine, blessings connected. Sister Ikian Kudinga, Sister Giselle. There's so many of you that are connected. My goodness, God bless you. Albi is connected. If you connect, this is the deal for tonight. For people to connect and see our guest and hear what she's got to say, you got to share. So when you connect, take this link, share it on your Facebook. Take this link, send it on your WhatsApp to your friends, and start your own watch parties as well. That will bring in more people to connect, so they will watch what we're about to say today. So that's a deal, isn't it? Thank you all. So without wasting time, I'm going to bring my guest of tonight to your screens. Hello.
Hi.
Talk to me.
Thank you for having me. Like, I'm just, in shock. But
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
How was the drive to us here today?
Well,
Was it okay?
It was fine. Some traffic towards, near my road, but then after that, it was fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. So you want to talk to me. How do you feel?
Oh my God, I'm actually excited.
You are?
I'm excited.
Show some excitement. So can you please introduce yourself to our audience and tell them your name and what you do, and before we can dive into tonight's topic.
Hi everyone, my name is NOELLE MAPIANDA. I'm married to Apostle Medi. He's watching. Hi baby. And then I'm also a mom. I've got a almost 7 months old, 7 months old, yes, baby girl called Shalom. And I'm an analyst. My job, I work as a commercial crime service analyst, senior analyst. And then for my hobby, I love to write, and hence the book. So yeah, that's why. That's all I am.
That's all you are. My goodness,
all I am,
that's not all you are. That's a lot of you. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
So you're a mom.
Yes.
And you've got a daughter, you said.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about what you do. You say that you're an analyst. There's lots of analysts, financial analysts, crime analysts. What kind of an analyst are you?
So my job, I investigate fraud for banks.
So you're a fraud investigator.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big job.
Oh,
So do you investigate people that steal rob at the bank, bring in fake checks at the bank? Some people are watching, they may not want to watch if you say that. So you investigate fraud, in what kind of fraud?
So basically, we investigate commercial crimes only. So for instance, if there's something happening in the bank, they'll come to us. But it's most big banks, not small, banks, proper commercial banks. And then they send things to us to investigate. And then we are the one that give them the outcome, and then they in turn decide what to do with it. So we just expose, if there is something, basically. Yeah, but the rest up to the bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did you need to study to become that? What did you study? What did you study?
Yeah,
Just so people watching out of interest.
That's a funny question because I did chemistry. So
You studied a degree in chemistry and you ended up being a frauds analyst.
I know, yeah.
Okay, fine. So welcome to Talk to Me.
Thank
What's
you.
brought you here today is actually you've got a book called Transition,
Yes.
Navigating the Unknown.
Yes.
That's what's brought you on this set today.
Correct.
So why navigating the unknown? Why this topic per se?
So I was inspired by COVID because this book was written when I was pregnant.
So we're gonna come to that. So
Okay.
you're giving away all my questions
I'm
already.
sorry.
My goodness.
I apologize.
Maybe I should have asked that later. So you've written the book
Yes.
at the time of the pandemic.
The pandemic, yeah.
And the pandemic inspired your
Yes.
book. So go ahead. So why
Yeah.
transition and the navigating the unknown?
Yeah.
Tell us.
So
please.
basically, obviously, with this new change in our world, I was just intrigued because, as we know, this event is unprecedented. We've never had something like this before. So then, it's normal to just think. And I'm someone that, although I talk a lot, but I tend to think as well. I'm a thinker.
You talk a lot.
I
You're an
talk a lot.
extrovert, but as well as a thinker and
Indeed,
analyst
yes,
at that.
Yes. So I wear all the hats. Yes. And then I was thinking, I was like, okay, what next? Because obviously everyone had their own assumptions. So others were saying it's just for a moment, and others were saying maybe it's the end of the world. So everybody had their own ideas. So then in my turn, being pregnant, I won't touch that point. I know it's a question later on, but it was more scary because that was my first time to be a mum.
Talk to me.
So that was the first time I'm going to be becoming a mum. So
You're pregnant in the
I'm
pandemic.
pregnant in the pandemic.
Yeah.
And then the thing is you don't have the help because everybody's scared to be close to anybody,
Yeah.
So isolated, everyone in their own corners, and then I'm just there. So now I'm like, what do I do? Because like, you know, even hospitals are saying like, you know, you can't be coming in very often. So most of my appointments were over the phone.
Yeah.
So yeah, then I was like, what's going on? So I then realized this is a transition.
You started writing this book
Was
in the
pregnant.
pandemic,
Yes.
and you finished it, and you've, my goodness, some of us are so slow. You've managed to write a whole book
Yes.
in the whole year of the pandemic, and release the book.
Yes.
You're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Everybody that's watching, Noelle is a Congolese born young woman. She's still very young and very pretty at that.
Oh, thanks.
And I needed to bring her on this Talk to Me so we can get encouraged, not just by a book, by herself, but by herself as well, because by her whole person. Because people always think if you come in a diaspora that you are limited because you come from Africa, you come from elsewhere. But this is a woman who studied in the UK, has written a book in the UK, managed in the space of a year write a book and publish it for us to put it to good use. So I'm hoping you are all ready to buy this book. I need you to be inspired by her. Just listen to her and you'll understand. So Sister Noelle,
Yes.
the topic was inspired by
the
pandemic.
Yes.
But weren't you scared that I'm from the diaspora? If I write this book, who's going to read it?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, because like as human beings, like our worst enemies are ourselves. So I mean, as Christians, we know that, you know, as a man thinks, so is he. So like obviously you can tell from the accent I was born here, and then
Your accent is fine.
oh, thank you.
It's beautiful.
Thank you very much. But then like your own man can actually tell you like no one will read it, no one will care, but you need to fight that. So I fought that myself, and I was like, okay, I've got an idea God has given me to do, but then I don't have the finance like to pay anybody to do it for me.
Yeah.
You know, but then I was like, nowadays everything is widely open on the internet, so you can self-publish.
Yeah.
So everything is done by myself.
Amazing. I need to get some tips from you on self-publishing.
Well, like it's very easy. It's free. So
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a minute. Not on TV. Go on.
I'll keep it. Yes.
Yes.
So like yeah, I was like, why not? So it was an idea, and then I felt my spirit that I had to release it. And then something about me, like, you know, once I'm onto something, that thing has to come to fruition. I don't really mind how it happens.
Sounds like me. You start
You
and
know,
you've
so
got to
I'm
finish.
like, you know, and then I told myself, okay, I know people, you know, we always have opinion. You know, they will judge, because some will judge the cover. They'll be like, oh, you know, why this picture? You know, others will judge, why this content? So you can never please everybody.
No.
So this was for me. So I was ready, and I felt like it was the time to do it. I left it. So I was like, God, whoever this book is for, you know, they will appreciate it. But whoever is not for, like, they will just critic. That's fine.
Yeah.
Because people will always, you know, criticize. So yeah.
But the whole idea of writing a book is to put information down for people to read.
Absolutely.
It's for people to be informed about a
Yes.
specific topic.
Yeah.
So really, anybody reading a piece of work in a book is being inspired to get some information out of it. So yes, it's not going to be a useful book. It's not going to be useless. It's definitely going to be useful.
Yes.
So tell me, what was the scariest part for you in the pandemic? I mean, you're writing this book because I'm hoping you want to encourage people, to bring people's hope throughout the pandemic of things that are scaring us. So what was the most frightening thing for you about COVID-19?
So like the most frightening thing was, you know, carrying like, you know, I mean, a baby for the first time, you know, number one. And then number two, not knowing, you know, if going to hospital, you know, is a good option. But at the same time, like, you know, birth at home were like, you know, stopped because of, you know, the COVID. So, I mean, I don't know about now, but then, like, you were not allowed, you know, to have your child at home because of the risks and all this COVID business. So being forced to go there still, and I had chosen like to have a particular way to deliver my child, and that didn't go well because everything has changed. And then obviously, like, I was not allowed to have somebody with me there for a long time, so I was like alone in this, like,
So loneliness.
absolutely. So
scary.
it is a transition, like, you know, navigating like the unknown indeed. So obviously pregnancy is not the only thing, you know, that came about in the book, but it's part of it, like a massive part of it. Because as we know, when you're pregnant, like, you know, you're going through emotions and all that. So you're more, you know, you're more vulnerable and sensitive.
So COVID-19, what did you do to prevent or to protect yourself so that the baby wouldn't be affected by the virus. Is there anything specific you were doing that the midwives told you, or the health visitors, whoever you were supporting you, told you?
So basically, like, I mean, the support was there, but it was mostly over the phone because everyone was, scared. As
What kind of advice did they give you?
So it was just like, stay at home, don't do anything, but at the same time exercise, because you need to be exercising. So like conflicting information, because then at the same time, I don't feel like there were enough studies then about pregnant women. Others were saying like,
because it was a new thing happening in the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So others were saying like, because you're pregnant, like, your antibodies are like stronger, so you're less likely. I mean, that's the news, and like you hear from everybody has an opinion. So I was just in the middle of it. So the way I protected myself was just to ensure that I'm looking after myself.
Like eating well,
trying to exercise. I'm not that great.
How did you exercise? Did you go out to exercise?
I went out.
Were you not scared to go out and
No.
exercise? Or did you exercise in the house, in the park? Where did you exercise?
So mostly like at home, like also like, maybe going to the park. But in the evening, like, when there were less people around, that's when I felt more comfortable, to go for a walk. Yeah.
Amazing. So most of your exercise involved walking?
Walking, definitely. Okay. I'm not that great.
Okay.
So walking, like, is the least I can do.
Great.
Yeah.
Now tell us about the transition. A couple of examples about the transitions you're talking about in your book.
So like, first of all, like, by definition, the transition, the way I define it is an irreversible change. So once you undergo that particular change, you cannot go back. So
it's an irreversible change. You can't retrace and go back.
You cannot. So once you change, you're changing, hopefully for the better. So like the transition I've discussed in the book, my own transition, like how I changed from one stage to another. And then others were just like, normal transition in life that we know. For instance, since we are talking about birth now.
Talk to me about the transition within the pandemic, then we can go about the other ones.
Yeah, so like the transition within the pandemic. So we know that usually when you're like African, especially, like, when is your first time to have a child, you have family around, So that means I had to adapt
to not having
family around. And then to having YouTube as my coach, getting to know, because people can talk on the phone, but when someone is demonstrating something in front of you is different.
So practical things you did was the transition from being a novice in not knowing anything else
to just
going to research for yourself.
Yes.
So to learn how to manage by using YouTube links and stuff like that to support yourself.
And like, I'm actually grateful for my friends and family. Like, they were actually very great. But I'm just saying, like, for me personally, physically, like, it wasn't there, and I appreciate that. I know that, they could have if they had the opportunity. So that's, and then also some like, the transition where, like, not just, like, being able to accept, because adapting and accepting are two different, things altogether. I can accept, but I'm not adapting. So for example, I wanted to come to this show, so I could have just accepted the invite and not do anything about it. But me acting upon it, that's me adapting, to the actual invite.
So this pandemic is affecting everybody all over the world. So we're all transitioning because we went from not wearing masks at all. In fact, nobody knew about masks unless you were in a hospital.
That's right.
I'm sorry, this is not me being racist. I'm really trying my best to be politically correct when I say this. We would see people from China getting off the airplane with their masks on, and sometimes I would wonder, do they have a contagious respiratory kind of disease that they're protecting us from? Is that why they've got their masks on? Or do we have so much pollution that they protect themselves from the pollution? I never understood the rationale behind some people from, Asia, predominantly China, them areas, coming to Europe wearing masks on. It was always weird to me. Now all of us are wearing masks. So we've transitioned from not knowing the use of masks to wanting one specifically and urgently need the mask.
It's in fashion now. So
we've transitioned from not knowing what alcohol hand gel was. It was only given to us in hospitals. I mean, I work in a hospital, so I knew that, I was familiar with that. But a lot of people weren't familiar with using the hand gels. But now everybody knows about sanitizers. They go to the pharmacy to buy them. Everywhere you go, you can. So we've transitioned from being not knowing at all to almost experts on masks
That's right.
and sanitizers.
That's right.
So we've transitioned from one phase to the next.
Absolutely.
So I'm getting a hang of this book, aren't I?
You are definitely.
So talk to me about transition in gravity in transition.
Gravity.
You're talking about that in your book.
Yeah, so like gravity was one of the examples I had used. So as we know, gravity, is when something stronger pulls the weight of something lighter.
Yeah.
For instance, like the earth is massive, so therefore anything small, we are small, so anything that falls on it falls because like the earth, pulls it. So then I use that metaphorically, and then I was thinking like there are times where in our lives we tend to have excess things that we don't really need.
Yeah.
For example, during this pandemic again, like since we're still in it, is like we have things that we don't. Things like we hardly use. Women have clothes and then like they can't wear them anywhere. Our wardrobes are full of them, and yet we can't use them. So it's like. Now, for me, I think we are trying to appreciate more about the things that are more important as opposed to like, the trivial things.
Trivial things, yeah.
So
absolutely.
Like, now, like, we're having to understand that, we need each other. Like, he was just, for instance, family members. Some of them it was so hard to to meet them. The only time you meet them will be like at a party or they need to be an occasion.
I haven't seen my siblings since July.
See, and now like
Esperance and I we saw each other on her birthday in July.
See, and now like how much I would just hang just to hug somebody. We want it, but then
I beg your pardon.
We
September,
can't.
my birthday. Sorry.
September.
Yeah, sometimes you want to hug.
Absolutely.
The hug has become the most expensive. I need a hug.
I'm a hugger,
my
and
goodness.
I miss that.
Oh my God, I love hugs too.
I love to hug.
Do you know that has been one of the most depressing things for me. I'm a very affectionate person. My brother Glody says, "My God, Rose, you're so sentimental," and I feel like having a hug, but the hug has become the most expensive thing. When is it gonna be? When are we gonna be able to freely hug and just show affection to one another?
That's why. Like even touching now, you're scared. You're actually scared to do that.
Yeah.
So like that's gravity. Like is knowing. So these are just trivial examples, but I'm using them so that everybody can kind of get a hang of it.
Yeah.
But in our lives we have things that we are hanging on to that we don't need. So when we are in that transition, you need to get rid of those excess things.
You sort of have to prioritize.
Absolutely. Yes. So like prioritizing priorities.
Yeah, I like that. Prioritizing priorities. I like
That's
that.
right.
Eve Owusu said the wearing of masks is a cultural thing for the Asians, and Esperance is just cursing COVID for being naughty. Berenice is also connected. She says during this transition it's important to recognize things that are more important to us. Absolutely. Guys, keep sharing and keep connecting. Now let's talk about, you talked about losing in this book. It's transition. You've spoken about different kind of transitions. I want to touch on 3 different transitions here and your experience of it. So we've touched a bit on the pregnancy. I'll come to it at the end again. But I want to touch on the transitioning from having a job to not having a job at all. Now, guys, if you're watching, I know you're watching, you want to listen to this part because there is something. She's a frauds investigator. She can tell you about fraud. There's a lot of fraudsters on the net around us that will they will target you to know who you are, what you do. They will target you until they get you, so they can take your money, so they can take your livelihood. And so in this book, Sister Noelle is talking about some pretty deep transition, sense of loss. So can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah. So like the background behind it is like how I'm the firstborn in my family.
Yeah.
So my parents, they don't put pressure, but I guess that's in African culture. So that they expect good things from you because you are the example.
The firstborn responsibility. You're talking to a firstborn right now, and I know what you're talking about.
Yes, yes.
Tell me.
So like every move you make is being monitored.
I'm
so
telling you.
I mean, if there's any like wrong, you know,
you gotta be right. You gotta be a role model. You're expected to do everything before everybody else has done it and do it well.
That's right. Yeah, because
tell me about it.
Everybody's watching. You know, parents especially. So that pressure. So like I'm very ambitious, you know, naturally, you know, I love good things and I love being able to just, you know, achieve big things, you know. So then I got to know somebody, and then this was.
Please don't tell me you met this person on the internet.
No.
On Facebook,
so basically,
on WhatsApp, on Messenger.
No.
For that.
I mean, for me, it was a different story. So a very close friend of mine is watching as well.
Yeah.
Was connected to this person. So the way it was, the person was asking like you know to be prayed for. So that's how it started. So until today, anyway, like we found out, God knows what happened.
Yeah.
So the person, you know, will be sending, you know, prayer friend asking for this particular person to pray for them, and then they became close. And then it was like, oh, by the way, I've got, you know, I work for the government. I've got this, you know, job.
So government as in the Congo?
In Congo, yes. And then, although I live in UK, but like, I love Africa.
It's our
so
country.
For me, it's like,
absolutely.
For me, like, any opportunity I have, I'll definitely go back. You know, so this one was like, you know, I mean, it was like a huge opportunity for me. And then he approached me and said, oh, by the way, there's this person that I'm praying for and with. It's been a while, but I mean, I don't think you want to compensate, but he's asking me if I know anybody. So he did not approach the person. So he was asking for somebody else. And then when he mentioned the position, I was like, okay, I studied chemistry. So my dream was to either work in cosmetic or work for like, you know, in petrol industry, you know. I'm like, okay, Congo, you know, we are good at, you know, gas and all that. So I saw myself working in that industry.
So they linked you up with a job that was in Africa, in the Congo.
Yeah, in the Congo. Yes. And then this particular person said that, okay, we are looking for somebody, you know, that could fill this particular position, but it was not in oil or gas. It was for something else. Then I said, okay, I studied chemistry, but I would like to have a job that is within that, you know, the same, you know, in the same, you know, context. And the guy was like, oh, I work for the government. I do not have connections in that particular, you know, private firm. I will need somebody from there, like, to connect you. But you can still come and work with me using your fraud, you know, investigation.
So they used your degree and fraud experience to go and work for. So what happened? Did you manage to link up?
It was very serious because I had to. I mean, I had an interview. So I was interviewed and I was sent the documents. So I signed.
Everything looked legit.
Everything looked legit. And I even took it to the embassy and then showed, you know, the person in charge. She was impressed and said, wow, you're blessed to have this. So everybody was like, oh my God, you know,
it's a good job.
Exactly. So, but then only thing they told me, like, to keep it secret. So only my family knew that I had this particular job.
Oh my goodness.
Because it's, you know,
it's high
profile
classified job. Yes.
I was like, wow, why not? And then
when I read it amazed, that chapter in the book just amazed me.
For me, like, it made sense because, as I said, having the pressure from the family, I told myself, if I were to go back and then with the salary that they were trying to offer
you
me
was good salary.
I was like, I don't need anything from this country.
Yeah.
So clearly, I'm single, you know, I'm free, I don't have any child. Yeah, why not? So like, so it was like a very attractive adventure, I must say. But to my surprise, I signed everything and then, you know,
get to the airport part.
So like,
I love the airport part.
So I went to the airport. So
you were traveling to Congo to this
Congo,
job.
Yes, so that's me having given back everything. You know, can you imagine?
What did you lose? So you
job? I had a council house.
So you gave up your house?
Gave up my house.
You gave up your job.
I gave up my job. Yes,
and your friends giving you.
I know that was
going away party.
I mean, some of my friends are watching. It's actually very sad because. I went willingly. I told my boss, I'm going to the Congo. And I even made fun. I'm not coming back to this place anymore.
Oh my goodness.
They were like, oh yeah, are you sure? And then they were like, oh yeah, we're happy for you. And like, they from your party. And then they bought me a gift. I'm like, okay, see you later. So here I was at the airport. So I was given like the number. So they said, because he's high profile, I just have to go to Air France. Just call the number and do this. I was in for Terminal 4, I believe. And then waiting for the call, nothing was happening. I said, God, am I losing something? And I didn't even, you know, clock or click. It was just more like, okay, there must be something wrong. Calling the numbers, nothing was happening.
You're at the airport waiting
At
to
the
board
airport,
and go on this
exactly,
very beautiful
exactly.
job.
And here I was like, trying to fight my parents because my parents were against it. They were like, don't come here. We sent you there to have a good future. So, you're not needed here. I was like, Dad, I have to come back.
It's a good job.
It's a good job and all that. So I was very adamant, but nothing worked. So the number never rang. Then I called my brother. I was like, okay,
My goodness.
I'm actually stranded. So what do? Do I go? If I go, I'm not from Kinshasa, I'm from back Congo. So if I were to go there, like,
what will you do?
I mean, I was meant to go incognito. So nobody is supposed to know that I'm there. So I can't even inform my family because I'm going to this high classified
undercover job.
So like, I didn't know what to do. So numbers were not working. I called my brother and then he was like, oh yeah, something has happened in Congo. So they had coup d'etat. So the president flee and all those people. So it was just so coincidental.
So in a nutshell, this job, we can say, because we have no evidence that it ever existed, we can conclude that you were going to a non-existent job.
Absolutely.
And it never existed.
It never existed.
But you lost your job, your car, your
My
home,
house.
and you made a big decision to change your life based on something that was invisible.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And you're talking about that in your book.
Yes.
And it's only by God's grace that you could recover and
Absolutely.
be on your feet again.
Yes.
Guys, you gotta get this book. This is Navigating the Unknown. Boy, did she navigate the unknown there. I'm laughing about it because she can smile about it with me now. But Raisa, thank you for connecting. Pastor Firefogo, thank you. Mama Selina, thank you for connecting. Leila, thank you for connecting. Mama Nicole Mele, thank you for connecting. Can you please, guys, can you share? If you connect, share the video. See, I needed her to give us a background story about the sense of loss that she transitioned, through, because a lot of us make mistakes of befriending, let me say, imposters, or befriending people that we don't really know well. It's a big decision to make, to throw away your life. Let me use the word throw away your life based on someone you've never met in person. So for me, it was a wake-up call, because I'm not going to share the whole story here on my show, but I had something similar where I befriended somebody and we were friends for a good 9 months, only to find out that the whole time the person wanted my money. And it was a friend who woke me up to say, Rose, really? They don't sound like they're legit. They work for the government? Really? But have you ever spoken to them by video call? Have you ever met them in person? How do you believe they work for the government? How do you believe? So at the end of the friendship, it was like, oh, I need to borrow this money, this large sum of money, and I'll give it back to you. So if you're really stupid enough to believe that they were who they said they were, you would give the money on the pretense that they're so rich they could give the money back to you pronto like that. But there's a lot of fraudsters. I can't believe you're a frauds investigator and did not think to investigate this link of job.
I know. I mean, I think like I was more convinced when I went to our embassy, because like, I don't know, like the names just rang the bell. So the person kind of knew.
Yeah, the person that linked you up was okay. But the actual people who were offering you the job, you did not know them.
Yeah.
So my advice would be, because I like to hand out advice, take it or leave it, is that really make sure you research the job properly before you embark on it.
Absolutely.
If it's people that are not linked to your family, that you've never met before, don't give up everything. Go for the job. Once you've settled, then maybe give up your house and your car, because you really don't know. It's really the unknown.
That's
you really
right.
don't know.
Yeah.
Now, there is another part of the book that I like. You're talking about embarking on the unknown marriage. Just tell me briefly, was your husband from the same country as you?
No, I mean, my husband is from the other Congo.
So it's not the same country.
He's not the same Congo, but
So,
I mean, we have similarities, food and language.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So how difficult was it telling your parents to accept this transition from being single to marrying someone that they may not agree with?
Yeah. So like, here comes my family again, and where dad is like, I mean, studies you finish, now you work. So like, he was there ticking the boxes. He's like, okay, so how long? Why are you waiting? When are we going to meet this kind of person? So I had options. Sorry, Happy. So I had options, and then obviously the parent had, this particular person that they actually liked, but I did not like. So I ended up with the choices I felt comfortable with, and then they were kind of resisting. But I understand why, you know, they were trying to resist that.
Okay.
So yes.
So they in the end they accepted.
Yes, they did eventually.
Yeah.
A few years after, but yes.
Good. We're gonna go for a short break. When we come back, we're gonna talk about the last part of the transition. I'm gonna open the line just for 10 minutes for people to call in, and those who want to purchase a book, so we can tell them how they can purchase your book. So just a short break, and then we're back. You're watching Talk to Me with Rose Bijoux Ramires. Please keep sharing and stay connected. See you soon.
Secure the legacy of the next generation. Hello, my name is Chris Cabell. I'm a financial advisor. Today, I would like to speak to you about the services that I've got to offer. And one of the services that we do offer is life insurance. Yes, life insurance is important, especially when we're looking at what's going on in the world today. We need to be able to have life insurance to protect our loved ones and to secure the legacy of the next generation. We've got other products such as critical illness. Critical illness is, for example, today if you were diagnosed with diabetes, you can get a lump sum payment that the insurer will make sure that they pay to you whilst you're still alive. Because remember, life insurance is money that's been given when you're no longer around. But critical illness, you benefit. Secure the legacy of the next generation. Hello, my name is Chris Cabell. I'm a financial advisor. Today, I would like to speak to you about the services that I've got to offer. And one of the services that we do offer is life insurance. Yes, life insurance is important, especially when we're looking at what's going on in the world today. We need to be able to have life insurance to protect our loved ones and to secure the legacy of the next generation. We've got other products such as critical illness. Critical illness is, for example, today if you were diagnosed with diabetes, you can get a lump sum payment that the insurer will make sure that they pay to you whilst you're still alive. Because remember, life insurance is money that's been given when you're no longer around. But critical illness, you benefit.
Welcome back to Talk to Me. You're watching Talk to Me. I'm Woman of God, Rose Bijoux Ramires, known as Walk RBR. So you're watching Talk to Me, and welcome. We're talking about a new book released by NOELLE MAPIANDA, a very beautiful young woman, called Navigating the Unknown. I'm all about encouraging us, people from the diaspora, young people, anybody, to really put your ideas into good use. And you've just seen an advert about Chris Romeo. He is a young man who is an insurance broker. You'll be coming on this show very, very soon. So if you are yet to get your life insurance in order, sorted, or whatever, please do contact us. We'll put you in touch with Chris Romeo, and he'll sort your insurance out for you. It's important, especially when we're going through the pandemic. We have had so many people who've died who did not have any funeral cover. They did not have any life insurance. They had nothing. So the family had to go through quite a lot in order to be able to bury some people. And it's good for you to leave something behind for your family as well when you go. I'm not saying we're all gonna die now, but I'm saying it's good to put things in order. People always worry about getting life insurance, getting their wills done, because it's almost like you're calling the spirit of death, the spirit of death, the spirit of death. If you do that, I'm gonna die. Well, we're all gonna die one way, one day. So it's good to get your will sorted. It's not you saying you're gonna die today if you got your will sorted, but if something happens, at least you got your life in order, your assets in order, your family taken care of, your funeral taken care of. It's okay, people. People in the African background always think if you put money aside for your funeral, it's like you're calling the spirit of death, you're gonna die the next minute. But the reality is we don't live forever. Right. Isn't it, Noelle?
And that one, like, is wisdom.
Thank you. It's wisdom, isn't it? So you've been through a lot through this pandemic. I see some of your friends writing that you've been through quite a lot. Bernice has written, Bianca has written as well, and it's really important. Apostle Lou Joseph, thank you. Antonia by Grace they're all loving this. So you've transitioned from being in a non-COVID period to a COVID period. In that COVID period, you managed to get yourself pregnant. You managed to get yourself pregnant. You managed to get a baby. You managed to write a book. You managed to publish a book. My goodness, are you not afraid of COVID? Everybody's worrying about dying.
Well, I mean,
and you're just worried about.
I mean, we need something like, you know, to keep hope alive.
Yes.
You know, because I mean, I just needed to be positive, and then obviously you need something to look forward to. Otherwise, you know, what's the point of living? You know, because we are living, yes, COVID. I mean, it would go. You know, it would disappear one day.
I love
but
your faith.
Even if it's here still, but we are still living. So it's a choice.
There has been viruses in the world before. There has been pandemics in the world before the Spanish pandemic.
Yeah.
We had the period of having the swine flu, the bird flu, and people did not know if there was any vaccine. And then, you know, people now getting vaccinated with the flu, and, you know, it will pass.
Yeah.
But whilst it's not passing, everybody's worried about dying. Were you ever worried about dying during the time you were pregnant?
I mean, I don't want to die wet.
Were you worried?
I mean,
were you worried that the virus could kill you at
no,
any
at
point?
all. Like, I mean, I don't know, because some people thought like I was in denial, but it was not denial at all. It's faith, I will call it. So I told myself, God sent me on this earth for a reason, and I know that everything He put in me is not out yet. So obviously I have my own part to play, i.e., you know, protecting myself and all that, but I cannot die. I refuse to die. And I said, even if I catch COVID, I said, COVID, you can't kill me. I'll be in the coma. I need to come back to life, because those dreams, people need them. Because all of us have dreams, and those dreams like are with people. So if I don't fulfill my dream, then those who are meant to impact, you know, how will I meet them? And then at the end of the day, I'll be judged by God, because God will judge us because of our gifts. So for those who have given their life to Christ, you know, I mean, they've been saved, or you know, by the blood of Jesus, yes, the death and the resurrection of Christ, yes. But if you don't use your gifts, God will ask you, I gave you this, what do you do with it? And every gift comes with people alongside. So we all are there for other people. So me making it in life means that I need to meet people that will help me to get there. But me getting there is helping them as well, you know. So if I stop here, it's just like you having this show, for instance. You're helping me. You know, so if you didn't have the show, maybe I wouldn't have anybody else. You know, at least I know there are many people, yes, but on this occasion, you're there.
How did you find out about Talk to Me?
Well, you're everywhere. You're on Facebook.
I'm everywhere. My goodness, I'm everywhere. I sound like a celebrity now. I'm everywhere. Am I everywhere?
Well, you are everywhere.
So how did you really come across this show?
So basically, like, I mean, the church I attend, is a francophone.
A French-speaking church, yes.
No, actually, no francophone. Like, it's anglophone.
Yeah,
Anglophone. English church, yes. So everything I do is you know, in English.
Yes.
So then, before, this is a confession. Like, I didn't see any positivity in our community. So throughout the years,
you mean the Congolese community?
The Congolese community. Yeah. I know they are, but they're so rare.
You didn't come across it.
Exactly. So the ones I've come across with were just no-go areas for me. So I kind of retracted myself from that. So for those who don't know me, it's hard for them to think that I'm Congolese. But I wanted to have a positive Congolese network, rather, you know, where you see another side of the Congolese, because everywhere you go, even in jobs or whatever, like when they ask where you're from, as soon as you mention Congo, most of them have a negative connotation to it.
Yeah.
And that's sad. So I told myself, you know what, I need to be...
You need to be different.
Different, absolutely. So maybe
bring up the name of your country in a different way.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'd rather them say, oh, you're Congolese, but you're a different one. So that's how... And then when I saw your show, I was like, hey, this is different.
Oh,
you know,
thank you. So making a difference.
You want to make a difference. You know, I'm not flattering you. This is just me being real.
Oh, praise God.
So
thank you.
yeah, so like, you know, for me.
So you came across this show on Facebook, on YouTube.
I mean, on Facebook mostly.
And then you thought, this is different.
Yeah, this is different. I'm like, okay, you know, why not? You know, let me just approach and see. And then, to be honest, I didn't think that you would have me.
Oh, you didn't think I'd respond?
No.
Guys, I do respond to messages. I do talk to people. Please do talk to me. Hence, talk to me. She did write to me and I did respond.
Yeah, because I know you're busy. So obviously, I mean, even if you did not respond, like I wasn't gonna be mad like it's normal. Yeah, you know, she's busy. So I just gave it a try. I'm like, okay, let me see.
Yeah.
And you responding kind of encouraged me, saying, oh, you okay? So yeah,
more positivity in the community.
I was like, this is nice. So yeah, I was like, I've got this product, and then one thing I liked, like you did not hesitate. All you said, okay, send it to me.
Yeah.
And then that just encouraged me, because as I said before, like, it's so easy to feel like, oh my God, nobody will read this.
It's easy to feel that person is not approachable until
Absolutely.
you approach
until
them.
you approach, yeah. And then
So thanks for approaching, because I've enjoyed this book.
Oh, thank you.
I want you to tell me one more thing before we can open a line for the callers to call in. One chapter in this book that has been a great transition for you and that you feel will help people. I know there's plenty, but I just want you to, in a nutshell, to summarize one thing in this book that is talking about navigating the unknown that has been useful to you and you feel will also be useful to any reader that will read this book.
So like that's a good question. All I can say is like within that book, I've tried to so basically I've tried kind of to show people how to identify, first of all, that
How to identify who they are.
but also knowing that they are actually at that particular transition. So there's one example like I used there was like being at the airport. So that kind of speaks to me a lot. I don't even know why, but it does. So I gave an example. I'm going to Colombia and then I need to go via Portugal. So my transition will be in Portugal, but once I'm there, there are also other passengers. So just because they're there does not mean we are going to the same destination.
Yes.
It's a massive airport.
Everybody's transiting to different areas.
Exactly. So if I'm distracted, I will end up like another wrong gate, wrong flight, and then end up
missing your connection
in Congo, whereas you're going somewhere else. So you need to be aware of where you are, positionally, that I'm in the right place at the right time, and also knowing where you're going, because as you're going to meet people. All those people are signs. So they're good and bad ones. So they're not bad because they have to be bad, but you're the one that made it bad for them because you're not supposed to be where they are.
Yeah.
So you find yourself at the right time.
You're at the wrong place and you're making it difficult for other people because you are putting yourself in the wrong place.
That's right. Because once you're at the right place, everything just
falls into place.
Exactly. So me knowing exactly like what gate what flight I'm getting, what board, and also just watch for signs, because there could be an announcement saying, guess what? Your train has been delayed or your flight has been delayed.
Be at the right place.
Be at the right place.
To hear the right message.
That's right.
Wow,
because
I like that.
if you're not, you end up, oh my God, but I was here, or you can miss it.
I like
so
that.
So people are there, distractions will always be there, but you need to make a conscious decision that, you know what, I'm going to go through this particular goal, is a transition, and then, because sometimes like you just have a shorter time for you to run from that one gate to another. So you're rushing. So you're having pressure, whilst you're going through, but that pressure is good for you, because if you don't run to get there, you might as well miss it.
This book is so full of wisdom.
Thank you very much. So the pressure is needed. Like, at the beginning of the session, you mentioned about gold, which is so important, because like at the start, it's like dirty. Yeah. And then it's like not even needed, because it's hard work. Yeah. But once it goes through that fire, then it comes out purified and it becomes something enjoyable. So we need to accept that when you're in that transition, it's not a temptation. You could be tempted, but it's not necessarily a temptation. And one thing I discovered was like, when we are tempted, it is not that, the fact that I'm going through a temptation does not mean I'm tempted, but the way I respond to that temptation will show if I'm tempted or not. Amen. Because I'll be there, the enemy will come and say, oh, these are nice options. Why don't you take a shortcut? But there's no shortcut to where we are going. Yeah. And then also the grass is not always greener. We have different times. So my time could be today, yours could be tomorrow, but then don't envy me. Find out what made me become, the person I am, or what made me get where I am, so you can learn. So this earth is so huge. So I don't need to be you for me to be happy. I don't need to envy you. I need to uplift you and then be happy for you, because all our gifts, the earth can contain it all. So it's up to us.
I love you.
That's the thing. Oh,
I love the way you speak.
Thank you.
You see, I like what you said. I don't have to be you to be happy. God has made all of us unique in our own way. We are all fearfully and wonderfully made in our own unique ways in the image of God. So God has got all these little gifts He's deposited in each one of us. And we can not all be the same. We can be alike with similarities, but we cannot be the same.
That's right.
We will be different.
That's right.
And if you want the change, you need to be that change. Right. But that change has to be you first. It's got to start with you. So you can't make that change by desiring to be Rose.
No, because then
Rose
is fake.
Exactly. Then you won't
be happy.
Exactly. So I like so much wisdom coming out from your mouth. How can people get this book?
Yeah, they can get it from Amazon or just just inbox me on Facebook. Or just by myself.
Brother Jean-Michel, we're going to open the lines. If there's a few friends We've got about 5 to 10 minutes before we end this show. So you got a chance to call in and ask your questions. And if you want to buy this book now, it's £10. It's £10, including postage. You can just deposit us your money now. We'll give you the bank details. You order it now, and she can personally post it to you. She's got a few copies here. Or you can go on the link that's shared on the page now, and you can purchase it. But do call in and encourage her. If you've read it already, you've got questions, ask questions. We've spoken about a lot of transitions, being pregnant in the pandemic. You know, people are losing jobs, people are dying, people are coming out of the coma in this COVID-19 period. But it would be nice for you to call in and support our dear sister Noelle. Any comment you've got to give her, it will be good. But more than anything, do call us if you really are interested to buy the book. We're going to leave the line open. You can call us in. I'll read some of the messages while you call in. We're waiting for your calls to come in. Sister Raisa is happy. Sister Carvina says so true. Sister Esperanza says, be the change you'd like to see. Absolutely. Sister Raisa says, make the difference. Esperanza says, the sad reality is that most people visible in our community tend to be bad examples. I've always wanted to be different. When I started this show, because I do preach, you know, I've got morning sessions where I do morning exhortations and prayer in the morning on this very page, Christianity Daily. But I thought I want something that will be bringing different people from all walks of life to sit down and talk to me about their experience in life. Because I've spent time counseling and advising people, and I realize a lot of people need a lot of advice, but sometimes they don't know where to go to. So I said, why not create a platform where people can hear something that they need to hear, not waiting for it, but it's there, given to them. Sister Noella comes on set talking about your experience, and they, oh my goodness, I did not know that. Now I need to be careful of fraudsters who befriend me on Facebook. Oh, I did not know that. Now I've got to check a job before I actually jump into it. Oh yes, people can be pregnant in the COVID-19 period and have a beautifully healthy child, you know, because some people are afraid to start a family because they're worried. They're waiting for the pandemic to finish. But no, you can have a perfectly healthy baby if you follow the rules. So I started this, but I didn't have the support of everybody. Some people did not want. I had someone say to me, okay, I'm not going to support you because you're supposed to be a preacher, now you're doing a talk show. I don't understand the relevance, so I'm not going to support you. So some people did not support me, but I like this because it gives people a platform to speak, hence talk to me and have other people hear them. So I wanted to be different, and I'm glad it got you to see it and come on the show to talk about your book. So dare to be different for the good reasons. Don't shy away from using your gifts. You could be helping someone out there. So the lines are open. Waiting for your calls. Come on, anybody, call live now. And we will work. If there's a problem with the line, let us know. But I think the line is okay. So 5 more minutes before we can go away. Thank you all who are connecting, who are sharing especially. The book is on Amazon. The link is already shared on Christianity Daily. It's pinned on this video. You can click on it and order yourself a copy of this book. Trust me, I enjoyed reading it. And it's not that big. People always say Africans, especially black people, don't really like reading. You know, let's prove them wrong. Let's get the book. You know, people like to live by hearsay. I heard them say, they told me, they said. Sometimes it's good for you to get the information yourself. Read it, find out what God can do to someone who's lost hope. You're talking about having faith in transition as well in this book. Yes. Just tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so like, you know, faith is the opposite of fear. So you can't have faith at the same time. So even during like this pandemic, we don't know how long it will take us, but we need to hope, because hope makes alive. So when you don't have anything to hope for, that's when anything you hear affects you. So we are in control. So like, you know, we are not denying, like, you know, the news, the reality. We are aware of it. Yeah. But we need to make a conscious decision once again that despite of it, I choose to believe. Because even those are in a coma right now, those who are in hospitals, they need that kind of hope, because when they don't have the hope.
Okay, we got a caller. Yep. Hello, caller. You want to talk to me? Talk to me.
Hi, it's Apostle Joseph calling from Belgium.
Oh, hello, Apostle Lou Joseph. Hey,
Yeah.
calling on the show. I missed your voice. It's been a year.
Really?
We're in 2021. I've not heard your voice.
It's been a while.
How are you? And what's your input on our show tonight?
Well, I really like the conversation. You know, two good people make really good conversation. And I really just called in to let you know that you are doing such a great job.
You're talking to me,
Yeah.
Apostle? I'm gonna be blushing
Yeah.
live. Good thing is I'm actually black, so you can't see me blushing. Carry on.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well,
carry
I
on.
think the lady Noella is doing really good. I just wanted to encourage her, and I wanted you and the whole world to know that I love you.
Oh, now you're gonna make me cry. Thank you, Apostle Lou
Well,
Joseph.
I'm not going to take too much of your time. I just wanted to encourage you. I haven't spoken to you for a while, and Noella, bless you. Thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
sir.
reaching out
Bless you. Thank you.
and letting the whole world know that we can be different and be good.
Yeah. Thank you, Apostle Lou Joseph. I'll definitely call you after the show. Love you back.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Hello, caller. You're live on Talk to Me. Hi.
Hi, hello.
Hello, what's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Linda. I'm calling from Brighton. in the
Hi,
UK.
That's my
Linda.
cousin.
Brighton. Hi.
Yeah. Hi. I just really want to congratulate my sister who is with you, sharing all those experiences.
Yeah,
It's
Noelle.
really true. I have been talking to him with those kind of experience I've been through. It's really hard to get past and through all those stuff. And I just want to congratulate her for the courage on making it on the book from other people
Yeah.
who have experience so they can avoid some mistakes. Really, and to tell her as well that I'm really proud of her. Really,
Yeah, she can hear you.
We're all gonna have the book.
Please get the book. So, have you ordered? There's a link on this page already. If you want to order the book,
Yeah.
but please order for you and for your friends. It'll be amazing. I read it and I've been blessed by this book. It's amazing.
Definitely. Oh, God bless you all. Thank you.
Bless
I'm really
you
proud of
too.
you, sister. God bless you and carry on those
But she my
positive
cousin.
Yeah.
ideas, positive spirit. It's really gonna encourage all of us. to
Merci
get,
beaucoup, Yaya. Merci.
Things right. Thank you. Bye bye. I love you guys.
Love you.
Bye. Thank you. Oh, two amazing callers.
Yeah.
Looks like family's watching because
I
I had
know.
Apostle Lou Joseph called to declare his undying love for me live. And you've had family calling as well. So thank you so much for those people who've called. So waiting for your calls. Yeah, we were talking about the
Faith.
hope, faith in the transition. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we do need faith because when things get tough, we can easily give up. But sometimes is when we're nearly there that things become even harder. So the harder things become, the more faith we need to overcome. Because otherwise, you're almost just like running. So I'm always, towards, I'm almost towards my finishing line. And because I'm giving up a few meters before I lose it, so I cannot get it, the medal.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if I persevere,
Yeah.
so having that in mind, you know what, I will go. It's hard, I'm sweating, my body is killing me, but hey, I have to go.
Apostle Paul says those who persevere till the end will get the crown.
That's right.
You don't get the crown without the hard work.
That's right. It's
Work
needed.
hard till the end. Don't give up.
Absolutely, yeah.
Otherwise, all of your previous efforts would have been in vain.
In vain.
Yes. So you have another book as well.
Yes. Well, that book is actually old. It was published in 2010.
What's the name of
Yeah.
that book?
What makes dreams come true?
What makes dreams come true? So will
Yes.
that be found on Amazon
Yes,
as well?
everything is there.
Great. So one more caller, please, before we stop this. I want one more caller. I'm not leaving until one more person calls. One more caller for Sister Noelle. Come on, she's done so well. We all keep saying, oh, Congolese people, they don't like to study. Women like to have babies and get married and stay at home and be on benefits. Oh, men like to hang around at the barber shop and do nothing. You got a Congolese woman right here. Well, grew up in the UK, of course. She's mastered the Western culture and it's paid off. But she's here doing so well. We want to encourage her. We want to get this book. Get the copy of this book. It's amazing. And call in to encourage her. I'm waiting for Pastor David to call in. No, it can't be. You can't call on WhatsApp, I'm afraid. You can only call us normal call. You can't call WhatsApp. I'm sorry. You can only call us normal call. Will be great on the number that's on the link. I just want to say something. When I was talking about you being Congolese and being here and doing so well, you know, in the diaspora, you came here quite young, but then you've managed to study here and you've managed to get the book, you know. I'm so proud of you. And it gets me back to the Bible, gets me back to Daniel and his friends. You know, they were refugees in a foreign land, forced to be there, so they were in Egypt. I like to call him, oh, there's a caller coming in. Call. We like calls. Hello, welcome to Talk to Me. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, this is Olivier calling from London.
Hello, Olivier.
Yeah, I was watching the show, but really interesting show. And
A call from Kinshasa. Just hold on. So carry on, brother Olivier. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to quickly encourage you girls for doing this amazing show. I was watching it and it's really inspirational.
Thank you.
And yeah, it's a lot. Congratulations, Noelle.
Merci beaucoup, Olivier.
Please get the book.
We'll get in touch. I will call you to get the book.
Yes,
God
please.
bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. There was a caller from Kinshasa. Please, can you call back?
Wow.
The person that just called, please call back, because I was on the call. We couldn't accept your call. If you just dial back, we'll receive you as our last caller. Please call back. Yeah, so I was thinking back to Daniel and his friends. I like to call him Daniel and his friends in the book of Daniel chapter 1. And they were refugees in the foreign land, but they managed to train, to get study. Okay, there's the call coming in. Hello, bonjour, bonsoir. Hello, welcome to Talk to Me.
Yeah, okay. Hello, I'm Nixon. I'm calling from Congo, Kinshasa.
Hello, Nixon. Oh, welcome to Talk to Me. Yeah.
Okay, I just want to encourage my friend. Yeah, and tell her that we're back from home. We are, watching Talk to Me and.
Hey, talk to me.
So we are so happy and proud of her.
Amen. They're proud of you. Can you hear him?
Yeah.
Say something. So
Merci Nixon, c'est gentil. Merci beaucoup.
Okay, you're welcome.
Did you get the book? Did you get the book, Nixon? You need to get the book. It's amazing.
I will. Definitely, I will.
Good.
Yeah, I will. And thank you to Talk to Me too. Thank you.
Wonderful talking to you, Nixon. We can please follow the page so we get connected. My name is Rose. Page is Christianity Daily. So get connected. Thanks, Nixon.
Sure I will.
Take
Bye,
care.
George.
Bye.
God bless.
Take care.
Yeah, so to finish what I was saying, then I'll give you back the word so we can end this show. They got the opportunity to get educated in Egypt. And I remember when the king was choosing people to work for him, he said, and I quote, Daniel chapter 1 verse 3, that they need to be educated. They need to be people who are handsome, who show good aptitude, who are of every good learning. But they only could get that if they got taught.
That's right.
So education is important. It will get you at the king's court.
Absolutely.
Last caller, hello. You connected to Talk to Me. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Can you put your volume down, the volume of your video down, because we can hear ourselves talking.
Oh, all right. Hello.
Hi.
My name is Raisa. I'm calling.
Hello, Raisa.
I'm calling from the US.
Oh, hi.
Noelle, yes, I'm one of Noelle's friends.
Salut,
We
Raissa.
went to school together.
Oh, wow.
I just want to tell her that I'm so proud of you, Noelle. Keep doing what you do.
Thank you, Raissa.
One thing to know is when God gives a mission, He does give it to you. When He gives you the vision, He gives it to you, not to me, not to others, but to you. So keep going. Don't argue with people, or don't stop yourself because somebody says. You follow your vision and your mission. I'm so proud. I recognize myself on your book. I had a lot of transition.
Amen.
I got married 6 months after I got to come here. I got 2 kids. So right now we have the COVID, teaching kids from home.
Oh my goodness, yeah. What a
here.
transition.
Yes, and God is here keeping us going, and we know we will go through this. And everything will be fine.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much,
I'm so proud
Raissa.
of you, and thank you to you for hosting the show.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Like and follow the page.
Over the way
Get
from
the
US.
book, please.
Merci, Raissa. C'est
Of
gentil.
course
Merci
I
beaucoup.
will.
Yeah.
Of course I will.
Amen. Thank you. Take care. Okay, there was a call that was coming through, but we couldn't accept you because we had Raissa on the phone. So if you call us back, we will accept you. We have to end this show, but we will give you a chance. Last caller. So yeah, so we need to get educated. It will bring us to the King's Court. So your last words for the people following you, please. Oh, there's a call. The call is coming through now. Hello, hello. Welcome to Talk to Me. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Hello. Hello. We need to bring your volume up. We can't really hear you. Try calling us again. Yeah, any last words before we finish off now?
Yeah. I mean, I just want to say thank you so much, guys, for watching. Like, I really appreciate you. You know yourselves. Thank you, my husband. Thank you for babysitting.
Oh, babies.
Thank you so much, and thank you.
Hello, talk to me. Yes, you are last caller. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Wow, I'm Didier Mananga calling from Birmingham.
Hey, DJ Mananga. You're welcome. Yeah, what's your contribution to the show?
Wow, I'm just got to big you up, the both of you.
Amen.
You for the show, for the book.
Oh, wow.
As I'm saying, you've both been gifted a different way, but all I gotta say is you gotta keep pushing. Don't let nobody hold you back.
Amen. Thank you so much.
What I love of Noelle's book is that really our life is a constant transition. Our life is a constant transition, so we're navigating constantly. So whoever in God's book needs this book, because we're constantly transiting from point A to point B.
Yes.
And nobody knows the future. So if you want to navigate, you better follow this book. It will help you. And I'm sure it will inspire more in you.
Yeah.
So please, thank you for the book, Noelle, for the likes of us.
Thank you, Adi. Thank you.
Yeah. You should. I like your encouraging advert voice. You need to do a short 1-minute video and send to Noelle so she can put on her wall and put the picture of a book there. If you want to get navigating, you got to get this book. I like that. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, Adi.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you, no.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
So we're coming to the end of this show. I just want Sister Noelle to give her final thoughts on anyone watching about this book and where you can get it and how it will bless you. Yeah, please.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Like I was saying earlier, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Mama B, I saw you connected. Thank you very much. That's my pastor. Thank you so much. All I can say is please support me, so get a book. It will definitely bless you. So I mean, there's something there for everybody, no matter your age, because I spoke about me being a teenager as well, struggling with my own insecurities. So there's so many things in there, and I really pray that you get, your copy as well. So please, like Didier said, we are transitioning. So transition is part of our lives, but we need to know when we are there, what to do, and how to get to point A to point B, because it's necessary. So if we don't know what to do from point A, we can never go to point B.
Yeah.
And then we'll be frustrated with life, and then living a life of envying everybody. So we'll be existing, not living. So I just want you to live, enjoy life. There's COVID, yes, but there's hope. You know, I mean, if you're a believer, believe in God. God will see you through. Even if like you have that sickness, believe that God can heal you. Because there are people that are, you know, are contracting the disease and also are getting healed. Not everyone is dying, so you won't die. You will live. And even if like, you know, the situation looks like it's the end, don't give up. Have hope. Have hope, and please be kind. Love people. I mean, this pandemic is showing how the things that, you know, we used to, you know, not pay attention to is so important. Things like hug. You can't hug people. You know, you can't see your family, you know, the way you used to. Before, you could just stand up to a door, but now you can't. Because this thing. So please, let's love each other whilst we're still alive.
Yeah.
God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you
You're
so much.
beautiful. You're well spoken.
Thank you.
And, you know, this book was a blessing for me. I've read it and I actually kept going back to some things that I thought I needed to reread.
Thank you.
And I specifically liked you. I mean, it's a sad story that happened to you, but it spoke to me. Marriage spoke to me. The part where you're talking about you being a teenager spoke to me, and the part of you losing everything, leaving your car, your house to go on a new job for a better future that actually set you back. I like that particularly because it's the mistakes we make sometimes can be great setbacks for us. So the reason I like it, because anybody reading it will learn from it and will try to be wiser when they come across your kind of situation. So I like this book.
Thank you.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm actually going to buy a copy for myself, but not for me. I'm going to gift it to a friend. Her name's Ruth. I'm gonna gift it to my wonderful friend who is right now in Budapest. I'm gonna get it for my friend because I think she is an ambassador's wife, and each time they have to move countries, and there's always transition happening every time they move, and I think my beautiful Ruth is gonna benefit from this book. So already I'm getting one. You got a copy here, right?
Yes.
You better leave it. I'm paying for it now.
Thank you very much.
It's £10, guys. £10. Chicken and chips, £10. That can get you a lifelong information and advice that you could use forever. So put that £10 to good use. And Eve Owusu, thank you for watching. Bernice, thank you for watching. Deborah Grace, thanks for watching. Guys, if you say hello, I saw somebody called Williams connected, but I can't see you anymore. But if you comment, I will know who's connected, so I can say hello to you. Maman Destiny, happy new year to you. Thanks for connecting. Victoria Lucy, thanks for connecting. Guys, do support, do get this book. It's important. We are all made different. We are all made with gifts. If we use our gifts rightly, we will not need to be jealous of other people. We will not need to be envious of other people. You are you. Use what you have and be happy with it. Use it. Don't envy the other person's gift because it's not suitable for you. It's not tailored for you. Your gift is for you. Like Raisa said, your vision is for you. Your mission is for you. Put it to good use to bless other people with it. See, before the gift can bless other people, it will start by blessing you. As charity begins at home, you will benefit from it, and then you bless other people. So this book is a real eye-opener, real motivator, real encourager. I felt everything reading it. You want to get this. So Talk to Me is for real people undergoing real problems and having real life experiences. That's the motto of this show. It's not hearsay. It's me giving you my outlook on life, what I've experienced, what people that I've been around have experienced. It's Noelle giving you her experience about life. So stay connected to Talk to Me every Thursday at 8 p.m. I alternate. So this year we'll be alternating shows. 1 week it will be in English, Another topic will be in French. So next week we're going to have a French version. So if you're Congolese and French speaking, connect next week. And the week after, it's going to be English, only because I want to bless everybody, both from my community and the wider, international community. We are made to bless other people. So let's use our gifts correctly. I serve God in a church, Zion Church of the Holy One of Israel, here in London. And if you have no church to go to after the pandemic, do contact me. I will show you where I serve God, so you can come and pray there. It's led by the man of God, Joshua Olive Kirsten Kosi. I have my own ministry that God has given me, a ministry of empowerment and encouragement. Connect to my page, Christianity Daily Empowerment, and every morning we are there with the prayers, quiet time in the morning, and I organize activities as well. If you stay connected, you'll be blessed. God has blessed me with a few gifts. I do sing too. My video is called Hosanna My Highest Praise. It's a single I brought out. So if you go on YouTube, Rose Bijoux Ramires, you can get that copy of my song. Do like my YouTube link as well, and like and share that song, Hosanna My Highest Praise. It's a great praise song that will get you singing and dancing, keep you happy in the pandemic. We need hope, right? We need to keep faith alive. Read the book and play my music in the background. You'll be just fine. This is just a wave. It will blow over, but let's keep safe whilst we wait for it to blow over. Let's keep safe. If you've got to wear your mask when you go out, wear it. If you've got to use your sanitizer when you go out, use your sanitizer. If you have symptoms of COVID, stay at home, isolate. Do not go out there, because unless you've tested yourself to be negative, don't go out. If you feel you are symptomatic and you want to get tested, do, for the love of your loved ones, so that you do not share the virus with the people who are especially vulnerable. Okay, please stay safe. Gotta love you and leave you. It was a great show, but all good things have got to come to an end. So I'm wishing you again a happy new year. Deborah Bagris, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your comment, for loving your big sister Rose. And Mama Feli, thank you for connecting. There's so many of you. Paula Williams, yes, I saw you earlier. Thanks for connecting. Mama Susanna, thank you for connecting. Richard, Joel, thank you for connecting. Mama Nicole, thank you for connecting. All the people from the USA, Canada, Kinshasa, Angola, the UK, my goodness, you were connected from all over the world. Thank you for being connected. Like and share my pages and stay connected. So do you want to say hello to your hubby and kids before we say goodbye? Anybody you want to say hello to?
Sure, okay. Hi, hubby. Once again, thank you. It's my first time to be away from my child, so I feel strange. Yeah, hi my baby Shalom. Thank you, Kadian, for helping me babysit as well.
And you had an escort today.
Oh yeah, thank you, Anos. for coming with me. Yes, and thank you to my family. I'm grateful. Thank you to my church family as well, because so you connected. Mama B, thank you. For all of you, I see you. Eve, Paula, thank you so much. God bless you.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you to all of you who are connected. Thank you, Jean-Michel, Heaven Bar Studios. This studio is called Heaven Bar Studios. He is wonderful, recording music, recording videos. He's done my video shoots. He's done them, and I've recorded my songs here. Soon my album will be out. You'll be wonderfully blessed with my Highest Praise album. Wonderful songs in Portuguese, in French, in Lingala, in English. It's a rich album. You'll surely be blessed, so look out for that one. All my family, biological and spiritual, thank you for all your prayers and support. I too got healed from coronavirus. It wasn't easy, but I tell you, if I could get it and be healed, so can you. Keep your faith in God. Happy New Year to you. It's going to be an amazing year. Despite anything, it's going to be an amazing year. Declare it, believe it, transition.
Yay.
You'll be just fine.
Yes.
Until next time you're watching Talk to Me, remain blessed. Bye-bye.